quality should be much better. The humidity goes down with a high of 83, and it's sunny with a high of 82 on Monday. Hazy sunshine mixing with clouds right now, 73 in Central Park, going up to 85. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Heather Zaire on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Well, FIFA has informed the White House that the United States is going to host the 2031 Women's World Cup. World Cup Task Force Chief Andrew Giuliani calling the news fantastic, but the Trump administration says U.S. cooperation is contingent on FIFA's policy on transgender athletes moving forward. President Trump is attending Sunday's men's final at MetLife between Argentina and Spain. Argentina's president, though, is not coming in for the finale. Relay says he's watched the games until now on television. Argentina has won every time he's watched. He says he'll even wear the old jacket he's worn while watching the 7 previous Argentine victories. Nike's under fire for the supply of U.S. men's soccer jerseys. And he found that the shirts were sold out as the U.S. men's team made its strong showing. Experts tell the Wall Street Journal that Nike underestimated demand and missed out on a money-making opportunity. The restocking scramble is complete, but too late to capitalize on the fan frenzy. Well, the weekend is here. Time to make your plans. And here's from the block, Shelley Wade.
Get your weekend groove on a little early. Jazz in July happens at Brooklyn Botanic Garden every Thursday through the 23rd. The show starts at other fun activities in a pop-up bar. Visit bbg.org. And after you've chilled out to jazz, get your adrenaline pumping inside the Black Mirror experience. Part real world, part virtual reality. You make the choices to decide how the story ends. Visit nyc.theblackmirrorexperience.com. And that's some things to do this weekend. I'm 94.7 The Block's Shelley Wade for 1010 Wins.
All right, Shelley, you had us at Pop-Up Bar, sponsored by Resorts World Casinos in New York City, Catskills, and the Hudson Valley, and by Spector & Associates, Serious Injury Law Firm. 73 degrees, mostly cloudy. We're going to top out at 85. Better air quality today, but still air quality alert for New Jersey through midnight tonight. Up next, it's the bottom line for small business, and here's Rob Walsh.
For more than 55 years, the Governor Alfred E. Smith fireboat served the FDNY battling waterfront blazes, ship fires, and other emergencies before retiring 10 years ago. It was sold at public auction to the restaurant group Crew, known for transforming ships into waterfront destinations. Over the past year, I've enjoyed watching its meticulous restoration at Pier 6 in Brooklyn Bridge Park. The original firefighting monitors and other historic features have been carefully preserved as a tribute to its FDNY legacy, while other spaces have been opened up, creating a floating restaurant and a full bar, now appropriately called the Fireboat. Go check it out at Pier 6, Brooklyn Bridge Park. And that's my view on the bottom line for small business. I'm Rob Walsh for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman is reminding residents to know the warning signs of opioid addiction: missing medication, withdrawal from family, mood changes, falling grades, sleeping all day. These warning signs may mean someone you love needs help. Opioid deaths are down in Nassau County, but one life lost is one too many. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 516-227-TALK. That's 516-227-TALK. It could save a life.
Quality health plans that fit your life are within reach with Get Covered New Jersey. If you've recently had a major life event like getting married, having a baby, or losing health coverage, you may qualify to enroll now. All plans include benefits like preventive care, prescriptions, and emergency services. And 8 in 10 enrolling receive financial help to pay for coverage. Get Covered New Jersey is here to help. Learn more at getcovered.nj.gov.
Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and the risk. That's why I'm introducing Super Sure. Larry Mullins here. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. Super Sure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts, which translates your current policy into plain English, thank you, so you can see what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform. All your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
I love a girls' weekend, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Risa, a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
You can usually find me in the kitchen, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now, I'm still in the mix with Skyrizi to treat my joint symptoms.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe at 4 months.
Or if you're an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
WINS FM in HD1 New York.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Justin Schrager's at the editor's desk, and I'm Paul Murnane.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM, New York.
Good morning, 73 degrees. It is 9 o'clock on this Friday, July 17th. I'm Susan Richard. Here is what's happening. The air quality alert remains in effect again, but does get a little bit better today. We'll check back live with AccuWeather. Turns out reinforcing steel that was supposed to be installed in that office building that nearly buckled on the east side was not. Our Amanda Alexander with the latest. No word yet if Mayor Mamdani will put his signature on a bill passed by the city council that gives teachers' aides in New York a one-time $10,000 pay raise. That parasite that causes explosive diarrhea, that has been traced now to iceberg lettuce that was served at Taco Bell's in 5 states. And the message from one Republican to the Trump administration.
I love the idea of Doge, but what I don't love is the idea of Doge.
Oh, what's going on there? We'll tell you. In sports, Mets won Liberty game in Dallas that was postponed because of travel issues. Wins News Time 9:01. Let's get you where you need to go. Here's Karen Stewart.
Well, the problems continue here in town. We've got Madison Avenue northbound with 3 lanes blocked. FDNY there. This is between 52nd and 53rd Street. Jonah attempted to take Park Avenue instead, which is very busy, but it's moving. The BQE westbound in Queens at the Kosciuszko. We have a crash. The right lane blocked lays back to Roosevelt Avenue. If you're traveling out into the Van Wyck, we've got both directions of that Main Street construction. The entrance to Main Street is blocked until August 17th. Here's what you need to purchase some tunnels. Easy breezy over at the inbound GW Bridge. 15 there from 8095. 10 from 446 in the Palisades. The outbound door just 25 minutes. Postponed to Henry Hudson. The inbound limit is 15. And the Holland is 15 to 20. Sounds like a rest. Northbound up here, 2 after 31. Very heavy delay. Traffic down above crash there. Only the left lane is switching by. You need to opt for the Merritt or Route 1 instead. And the NMWs both ways are still suspended between Queens and Manhattan. That's due to a crash by 57 instead. We're sponsored by Chef IQ Sense. Buy one today at chefiq.com. Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ Sense is a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released 3rd-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Yesterday I got 3 blocks on a walk and I was like, nope, I don't think so. Today, Heather, still some issues from that wildfire smoke, right?
Still some issues, but you're likely to get further than you did yesterday. We already have improvement across the area, better visibility, better air quality. Not that it's great, but it's better than it was. We're going to continue to see some improvement for today. Then that changes for tonight. It's going to get worse again, and it's still going to be kind of bad tomorrow. We are going to have, however, a front moving in with some wet weather, and that can bring flooding downpours, but also improve the air quality. Behind the front, we do get an improvement on Sunday. Might still be a little bit hazy, but the air quality should be a whole lot better. I'll have the complete forecast in 10 minutes. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Heather Zare on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
We are learning more about that close call that nearly brought part of a building down over on East 42nd Street.
Steel plates may not have been installed, but they were required. The New York Times reporting that possible misstep. Now, drawings show two columns that should have had steel plates reinforced before residential floors were placed on top. Some independent engineers telling the Times they found no evidence of installation after reviewing photos of the damage. Gothamist, though, spoke with Gaze Consulting Engineers. The firm's principal engineer, Chris Bahan, says they required the plates in their structural drawings as well, but he says, quote, the structure was not reinforced as Gaze's design required. They were missing on three crucial floors, including the 21st, where it happened. I'm Andy Alexander, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
The Salvation Army Community Center in Sunset Park had to be evacuated yesterday afternoon. That's because a wrecking ball being used by construction crew doing demolition nearby missed its intended wall and struck the outside of the center. That was at 520 50th Street. Nobody was hurt. The buildings department now on scene. It is 4 to 12 years in prison for a former New York City firefighter who killed a Queens airport worker in February of last year while both drunk and high behind the wheel.
Ex-FDNY firefighter Michael Pina pleading guilty to manslaughter after driving his speeding car straight into the car that Justin Diaz was driving as he was on his way to work. Pina addressing the courtroom.
I made a terrible and tragic decision to drive while I'm married. And because of that choice, loved one lost their life.
Justin Diaz's family chose to step out as Pina made his statement.
He showed no remorse to us.
You kill somebody, you stop and you try to change their life. Michael Pena continued the party.
The judge calling Pina every parent's nightmare, sentencing him 4 to 12 years in jail for second-degree manslaughter and 2 to 7 years in jail for vehicular manslaughter. Mary Lynn Buckley, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM, outside of Queens Criminal Court.
That pay raise approved by city lawmakers, the mayor says.
I will not accept the pay raise.
I haven't knocked on anyone's door in New York City and they said they're concerning except the mayor makes it.
The city council, which has not seen a pay hike in 10 years, approved an 18% increase for the city's elected officials. That includes themselves, the mayor, public advocate, controller, district attorneys, and borough presidents. Council members currently earn $148,500. That would rise to $175,500. For the mayor, the bill would have upped his salary to nearly $306,000. City Council yesterday signed off on a one-time $10,000 increase next year for teachers' aides in the boroughs. This is outside of their collective bargaining agreement and would go to paraprofessionals as a way to help retain these employees who have a starting salary of under $33,000 a year. Mayor Mamdani has said he thinks any raises should be negotiated through their union contract and that, in fact, the legislation might violate state labor law. It's not clear if he's going to veto this, but even if he does, it passed with enough votes for an override. A key development into the scramble to pinpoint exactly where that parasite came from that is sending thousands of people in this country running for the bathroom.
A source familiar with this investigation tells ABC News that the outbreak of that severe stomach bug is linked to shredded iceberg lettuce that was served at Taco Bell locations in 5 states. Those states are Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and West Virginia. The source says that the FDA's investigation identified a single supplier of iceberg lettuce from Mexico that was used by the Taco Bell locations where the sick people say they ate.
That's correspondent Elizabeth Schulze. So far, no comment from Taco Bell. Nationwide, nearly 7,000 people have gotten sick. Here in the city, nearly 375 since May. A contentious confirmation hearing on Capitol Hill where Republican Bill Cassidy, who is a doctor, grilled the president's nominee to head the CDC. This was just one exchange between Cassidy and Dr. Erica Schwartz when he wanted assurances that she would resist political pressure from Health Secretary RFK Jr.
Will you have the ability and the firmness to stand up to that political meddling, to say, no, that's wrong and this is right?
Chairman, you have my assurances that I will continue to lead by my integrity.
I will never compromise on the science. I will always have the public's health in mind.
The question came after Schwartz repeatedly declined to criticize Kennedy's vaccine-related actions or speculate about future directives. North Carolina Republican Senator Tom Tillis giving White House Budget Director Russell Vought a what for.
I love the idea of Doge, but what I don't love is the idea of Doge that we're picking up because people did it wrong.
Well, this was during a hearing of the Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee. Tillis criticizing the way people were fired and then rehired in a seemingly random way. In addition, nearly 140,000 people opted into the government's deferred resignation program. He noted that while Doge was supposed to save money, that cost taxpayers an estimated $10 billion. Now this message, Lynch Law Firm, New Jersey's powerhouse injury law firm, 201-500-6000.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by...
For older couples, retirement is a team sport.
You really need to have a heart-to-heart with your significant other and agree on what you're spending, what are your regular spending, what are the extras.
Financial planner Sherry Greco-Rica says you need to work out a financial plan with your spouse and stick to it.
Review it. Make sure you're spending in line with what the plan was.
The plan must change with the times. I'm Rob Hart.
If you own a business, you've heard it all. From fast funding to easy approvals, everyone says the same thing. LendSeek is different. We show you what you actually qualify for. LendSeek's AI-enabled platform matches you with funding options with no guesswork. Up to $5 million in as fast as 24 hours. If you've been in business over a year, doing at least $50,000 per month, apply for free with zero out-of-pocket costs and access to over 100 lenders. Start ready, stay ready. LendSeek.com. LendSeek.com.
The thrill never stops at Empire City Casino. From over 4,000 slots to the non-stop action of electronic table games, there's no shortage of ways to win big. Indulge in crave-worthy flavors at our amazing restaurants. Go all in on live entertainment. Spin your way into winning cash, free play, getaways, and even a brand new car. Every month is your chance to win. All powered by MGM Rewards. Ride the thrill. Only at Empire City Casino. Must be 18 years of age or older to play New York Lottery games. Please play responsibly. Must be 21 to join MGM Rewards.
There's no better time than now to upgrade your home. With our summer savings event, save up to 40% off when you install with Windorama. Choose from top brands like Anderson Windows and Doors and Master Shield Gutter Guards. Book your free in-home consultation. Shop from home and let our local certified experts handle it all. A stress-free process from measurement to installation. And when you shop in-stock inventory, we'll install in just 14 days. Visit Windorama.com and book now.
Calling all of New York's kindest.
We're so packed.
Yeah, the city's animal shelters need our help. We'll tell you how in just a minute. First, let us get you where you need to go. Here's Karen Stewart.
We are here in the city on Madison Avenue. Well, hopefully we're not on Madison Avenue because it's a mess northbound between 52nd and 53rd and then some. Fire department activity between 52nd and 53rd. 3 lanes are blocked. Please stick with Park Avenue instead, which isn't great, but it's better than what Madison Avenue is dealing with. Then in Queens, the westbound BQE, very slow from Roosevelt Avenue down to the Kosciuszko where there's a crash. The right lane is blocked there. If you're making your way to the East River, let's check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. We've got Bronx-bound delays on the Queens side of the Throgs Neck Bridge, none at the Whitestone. The RFK is still busy to the Upper East Side. And if you're traveling the lower East River crossings, very slow through the inbound side of the Brooklyn Battery. The inbound George is 15 for both levels, and outbound 25 for both levels. And 95 in Connecticut, northbound a mess at 31 in Stratford, tractor-trailer bus crash. Stick with the Merritt Parkway or Route 1. 95 only has the left lane open. Karen Stewart, 1010 wins at 92.3 FM.
Giving your liver a spring cleaning is easy with Active Liver from New Nordic. Search for Active Liver by New Nordic on Amazon, CVS, Wegmans, or GNC.
Hey, do you have texting thumb? That's a thing. We'll tell you what it is in just a minute. Just what we need, Heather. Something else to worry about. Today we have to worry about breathing.
Yeah, right. It's always something. Thumbs, breathing. Certainly yesterday, that was a very big deal. Not as much of a problem today. Not that it's great. We do still have poorer air quality than we'd like to have. But the visibility has improved, and we can actually see the sun today. So that is a good thing as well. So we are going to have this hazy sun mixing with clouds, low humidity, and yeah, it looks like overall a nice day with a high of 85. However, clouds and humidity are building back into the area tonight with a low of 72, and the air quality is going downhill again, and it's not going to be great for tomorrow. More humid and cooler with a high of 78 as clouds, showers, and thunderstorms move through the area. Any thunderstorm can produce flooding, downpours, and gusty winds, but also improve the air quality, so some good news there as well. Heading into Sunday, we turn out mostly sunny and breezy and warm with lower humidity and a high of 83, and the air quality is improving again. Might still be just a little bit hazy. Sunny and nice, high 82 on Monday. Hazy sun and 74 in Central Park right now, going up to 85. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Heather Zaire on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
Animal Care Centers of New York putting out the call for help.
We are caring for over 900 animals in our shelters right now. We have over 60 dogs living in crates, lining the hallways and in offices.
That's ACC spokeswoman Katie Hansen.
We're just finding that people are continuing to be shut out of housing. They're relocating, they're moving, or they're evicted, they're homeless, and they're having to surrender their pet. In the first half of 2026, the leading cause of pet surrenders is housing insecurity.
Katie tells 1010 Winds she is certain they've got the perfect cat or dog or even bunny rabbit for you.
They come in all sorts of sizes, small, medium, and large. We have long-haired, short-haired, all sorts of different colors and patterns. Pretty much anything that you'd be looking for. I mean, that is the silver lining of having so many animals in our care.
In addition, ACC has reduced the adoption fee to just $25.
Which is really a great deal considering what you get for it. You get a fully vaccinated, microchipped, and spayed and neutered animal, and you get a friend for life.
If you can't adopt, you can also foster, volunteer, or donate. Get all the info at nycacc.org or on the ACC app. It was 6 years ago that a billboard in Times Square helped to save the life of CBS News producer Mark Weiner, whose cancer diagnosis landed him with no kidneys and on dialysis. Mark and retired NYPD detective Mike Lalo, who he met as part of his journey, are now teaming up to help save the life of a New Jersey man who also needs a kidney. Yesterday, a 22-story digital billboard went up in Times Square featuring Mark Whitmore. He spoke to 1010 Winds.
My family desperately tried to help me, but unfortunately, they're not medically eligible, so I have to appeal to my community to help share my message of hope, to find a miracle before it's too late.
Mark explains why they're making a specific appeal for a living donor.
I'm also on a transplant list for deceased donors, and that's an option. And that waiting list, though, is 3 to 7 years in our area, which is time I might not have. Because surviving on dialysis and remaining healthy enough to also remain on the transplant list is a daily race against time.
And this is important to note.
All of the medical costs for the donor screening, testing, the donation itself, and all the post-care are covered 100% to the penny by my own health insurance. So there's not a penny out of pocket financially for any potential donors.
To see if you might be a match, visit giftformark.com. So is all that thumb typing messing up your thumbs? There's now a name for that.
Texting thumb can describe phone-related pains caused by tired-out tendons and achy joints, like stiffness, throbbing near the knuckle, and a clicking sensation when bending the thumb. If not treated, you could get carpal tunnel and arthritis. A doc at the University of Kentucky Healthcare Hand Center says limit phone time or take short breaks. Mix up postures. Switch hands to type. Use a different finger. Use the voice-to-text feature. Circle and ring-shaped grip accessories attached to the back of the phone.
Correspondent Chuck Sievertson doing hand stretches or using a stress ball to exercise your fingers can also help. If you've got a persistent numbing or tingling feeling, you want to see your doctor. The summer of 2026 bringing a shark sighting that closed 4 beaches yesterday in Nassau County.
When the shark was spotted in the water off Lido Beach, immediately the lifeguard jumped on a jet ski and a drone went into the air searching for the shark to keep beachgoers like Maria Newsom safe.
Came out, so there's always a little part of my brain that, like, I couldn't swim in a swimming pool for a month after I saw that movie.
Town of Hempstead Supervisor John Ferretti says a $10,000 grant will help the town buy more jet skis and drones for shark patrols.
This investment will give our lifeguards additional tools to stay ahead of the growing public safety concern.
The jet skis can also assist in rescues. Sophia Hall, 1010 Winds, a 92.3 FM on Long Island.
Well, Lorenzo, the pitch looked good.
Yeah. So, USA keeper was decent enough. Didn't have much to do. Yeah, I get it. It's not a single goal.
Well, say 365 sure came through, though. I bet $10 and got $150 in bonus bets just for signing up.
At least someone scored.
Bet 365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey.
Let me tell you about Bob, a building manager for a budding business. Bob's boss asked Bob to help the business save big bucks. So he called Beth at PSE&G and bounced around ideas on all their business programs. Bob bought a new boiler with